Those of you that are our customers, I want to say today, thank you very much. For those of you who will continue to be our customers, it's going to get better. I mean, I sit in strategic business development. I sit in the lab and watch our TV product. It is, dude, it's sweet. But what it's about for us is taking all of these technologies and combining them so that you have the concept of the network-based user. Because for us, it's about providing affordable broadband where, when, and how you want to connect. Affordable. So whether you log in with your N800 from Nokia, your BlackBerry on Singular or on AT&T Mobility, whether you're at home on DSL, whether you're logging into your Wi-Fi hotspot at home that you got from the 2-wire router that we mailed out with your DSL, whether you're watching AT&T Uverse, our television product, whether you're at the office riding one of our OC12s that's pumping bandwidth into your house, into your business. We want to have a consistent user experience, and the reason is because, well, frankly, we don't care what device you log in on, because your music's in the cloud, your contacts are in the cloud, your calendar's in the cloud, your photos. Notice how I totally pimp my children here? We love that. Can you tell they're actually related? I mean, they look almost identical. Extra points if anyone can guess what museum they're in front of. No, well, that's a good guess, though. I am from Chicago. British Museum? I guess I could have blown it up. It's sorry, yeah. All right, I'll forgive you for no extra points on that one. Or your movies. Do you see Netflix now? It'll let you download and watch movies right there in your house. Okay? All of these things, we want these sitting in the cloud so that no matter what device you access the network, your preferences, your profile, your information is available to you. So for us, Wi-Fi is just another component of the network. It's another layer, right? How many consumer electronics devices were sold this year with 2.4 in them? 200 million. Do you know how many are supposed to be sold by 2011? 1 billion. People are going to want to connect. Okay? Wi-Fi, good, bad, or indifferent, doesn't matter to me. I don't place a value judgment on it. For me, what's important is to help understand where my customers are. Because for us, it's about a quality end user experience. All right. So I sit across from all of the cities and I talk about deal structure. This is it. This is the deal. These are public-private partnerships. It's an interesting time in the marketplace, and I think it's because AT&T's position has never really changed, but it's an interesting time in the marketplace because I really think that what you find is that you've got this confluence of cities with no money, okay, and citizens who want more. And everyone gets a lot more innovative in those environments, okay? And public-private partnerships solve that need. It's the mix between business and government to find a solution. This is the deal structure. And for me, really, at the end of the day, and Mark talks about it, for me, it's all about providing a whistle stop. Think about it. When you're a city, now I live in Chicago, so it's easy for me to get there, but when you're a city, it's all about infrastructure, right? And in the old days, it used to be about, well, I was on the ocean, so the British could come over and drop their ship off, and everybody coming at Plymouth Rock, right? Then it became about rivers. Who was next to a river? St. Louis. Then it became about roads for the wagon trains. Then it became about railroads. Then for the next generation of cities, it became about airports. Chicago keeps adding to O'Hare. Does anybody else think this is insane? Why would you want to add more runways to an airport that routinely shuts down because the weather's bad? Guess what? It's the Midwest. It's always bad. It's something, right? But they continue to add more runways. What's the infrastructure of tomorrow? The internet. Why does Connex have a business case that they can float in rural markets? Because these markets know that if they don't put the roads of tomorrow in their cities, their people will leave. So that to me, that's the deal structure. Okay, if I have to actually explain this slide to anyone, it's okay, yeah. Okay, so this is how we look at it. This shouldn't be a surprise to you. By the way, it's a public-private partnership with a public company. We have to make money. We're not trying to just come up with a new release of software that we can then print and make 90% margin on, okay? That's not the reality here. We're a telco. I survived the nuclear telco winter at AT&T. But understand, we actually have to make a profit. I love to sit in front of cities, and the truth is, if you don't want me to make a profit, that's okay. You're calling on the wrong person. You should be calling on a charity. Okay? And that's okay too. That's another way to approach it. But at the end of the day, this is the trade. No one's talking about an obscene amount of money here. By the way, I've been looking at business cases from you. What obscene is a word you could use, certainly. Okay, so revenue components. Let's talk through it. Density, density, density. It matters. I get on the phone, I go to Wikipedia, I look up population, I look up households,